Okay, so the same process goes before. I'm looking for areas to make relief cuts, and this is a very complex model, so it's taking me a while. So Shift and Alt, I'm going to start going through the process of trying to clean up some of this area right here. Only looking for things that do not loop. Carefully using Alt and Shift, then Control E, marking seam. Okay, so in this case, I'm looking for a way to maybe cut this model this form right off. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, is the seam that goes around the entire thing, and just following that seam all the way around. Now that leads me into the next question, is why is it important to chop up your model or model it to have several forms to begin with? And you can see why. If this is one solid chunk of geometry, you can see kind of the process. Would it have been smarter to maybe make this two separate parts? And yes, that would be, but it wouldn't teach you anything, because if I did that, you would have never seen the pain in the butt process, right? So in some cases, I have to kind of show the hard way just so you appreciate what I'm trying to tell you in other videos. Mark seam. There we go. So now I have the seam. It's marked all the way around. Is it? No. I could imagine if you have some kind of thing where you get really sick if you watch somebody spin around or something like that, or watch a video game and you get that sickness, that motion sickness. I could imagine this video would do that to you. Okay, another thing is you got these dog tag ears or dog ears that hold on the scope. Okay, again, would this have been better if I had made those separate? Well, those are smaller, so. But I still have to worry about how they unwrap. I can't even stress how many times students or me, you get the model done and you're like, okay, another model. But you skip this phase altogether because it takes so freaking long. So I can't tell you how many models sit on the shelf every year because of the fact that complex UV unwrapping is just something you just don't want to do. It's boring. It's tedious, but at the end, everybody truly appreciates that you texturize the model. But they really, if it's somebody that doesn't model, they don't realize how much was involved to do so. So let's see, L. So let's see what happens now. Well, looks like, am I getting any distortion right around this area? And here's that nifty little way of seeing that. I have this sync UV. So this sync UV allows me to highlight a single UV and then go and swim into this area and kind of see what I can do to alleviate some of the tension on this. And in this case, well, all I do is have to go in here and make a couple relief cuts so I get that one edge. Okay, maybe make one on the other side here. So when you have very big extruded pieces, sometimes it won't unwrap and it has distortion. Again, I want that one. There we go. And sometimes you can get all the way through the model. Okay, again, L, U, unwrap, and let's see if that offered any alleviation in that area. Very, very, very little. I can also see a flaw in my design. What would be nice is, yeah, if you could highlight an edge over there, that's for sure. A little bit better. Still a little bit of complex geometry in this area, and I'm suspecting that it might be due to a lot of folded in geometry. Okay, so in this case, I might have to repair this back in Maya, but what I want to do here is just try something one more time here. Yeah, in that area I'm going to have to repair it in Maya. And that's such a small little area anyway, but you know, I am pretty picky about those things. Okay, am I experiencing any distortion anywhere else? A little bit here, but that's because that area is distorted, so there's nothing I can really do about that area. This area's got to be repaired back in Maya. And the rest of this looks pretty good. Alright, so meet me in the next video where I start unwrapping the other pieces, and we'll bring it back to Maya and put it all back together.